Howdy folks, and welcome back to World of Tanks with the mighty Jingles, and controversial replay for you today. Yes, artillery. Yeah, I know that's going to ruffle some people's feathers, but I don't care. Good gameplay is good gameplay. Well, entertaining gameplay is entertaining gameplay, and that's always been the problem with artillery replays, and why you... well, one of the reasons why you almost never see artillery on my YouTube channel, because if everything's going well in artillery, it's so boring to watch. You just sit there in the top-down view and click, and depending on which way the dice roll, you hit or you don't. And if you hit, depending on which way the dice roll, you one-shot kill him, or you just blow his tracks off and do minor damage. It's just not particularly interesting to watch, unless things start going horribly, horribly wrong. and that's when artillery replays start to get entertaining. As I said, we have two artillery replays for you today, but trust me, they get very, very entertaining. Not at first, they both start off kind of slowly, and they're both featuring two of probably the most hated artillery in World of Tanks, and trust me, that's saying something. This is Goyrad in the Conqueror gun carriage, or to give its other name, the Conqueror orbital laser cannon, or to give it yet another name, that bastard artillery. It's this thing has a 9.2-inch howitzer. Just to put that into perspective for you, World War II heavy cruisers had 8-inch guns. This thing's got a bigger gun than a cruiser. And it's got such a massive splash radius that it pretty much only needs to land a shot in the same postcode as you to give you serious problems. T-57 heavy. As you can see, he's using the World of Tanks Assistance mod for this almost isometric view. 2,200 damage if it penetrates your armour, and about 1,000 if it doesn't. Yeah, get balanced, T-57 heavy. How do you like them apples? Totally fair. Oh my god. Of course the thing is horrifically inaccurate, you know, despite what you've just seen. And it has a rate of fire of just under one shot a minute. The thing is, though, for all that everybody complains about the Conqueror gun carriage, and all artillery for that matter, it is so difficult to do a lot of damage in this machine. And I know you're all choking on your cornflakes now, and you're bloody hell, Jingles, it wasn't too difficult for the Conqueror gun carriage to do a lot of damage to me when he hit me the other day. Well, yeah, if this thing does hit you, you're going to suffer. But it's not easy to hit anything with this thing. I'll give you an example. Another machine that's hopelessly inaccurate, but loads of fun when you hit anything with it. The KV-2 with that 152mm howitzer. That thing has got a 0.6 accuracy. It's you know what it's like when you're in the KV-2. You roll up to somebody, turn around a corner, unload into them, and it goes flying into the other end of the map. But when it does hit, it's immensely satisfying and fun. Well, that's 0.6 accuracy. This thing's got an accuracy of 1.2. Right. It's half as accurate as a KV-2, and it's got an 8.8 second aiming time. However, I mean, how else are you going to balance something that does 2,200 damage on a penetrating hit? And can do upwards of 1,000 damage on a non-penetrating hit, and can miss you by 3 meters and still do a couple of hundred damage. Is it any wonder people hate this thing? Anyway, what's going on? There's a Jagdtiger up there. I wasn't actually paying attention. I was just laughing my ass off at the inaccuracy in the aiming time. There's the Jagdtiger. There's another one. Oh, there he is. Tank destroyers camping the ridge back there. Somebody's smacked him with a good old hit. Look at how long it takes this thing to reload. I just don't have the patience for this. Oh, hello. Object 263. Nope, he's gone. Looking for that Jagdtiger. What's that over there? Nope, nothing. He's just panning the camera around. He's trying to get that 263. He's actually switched aim to the 263 now. I mean, the 263 is an open-top vehicle. There he goes. If he lands a hit on him, it's good night Vienna. Look at how long it takes to aim. The 263 is just sitting there. Oh, now he moves. And there you go. Missed him by like 9 meters and still did a couple of hundred damage. Yeah, that's right. With this thing, you just have to land a shot in the same postcode as your target and you're going to do some damage. But oh, things have just started to go horribly, horribly wrong. T-37 incoming, and he's hit. And he's got to get out of here. T-37's taking fire, however. He's hit again. Oh, he's on a sliver of health, but the T-37 has been knocked out. But oh, soft waddle light through yonder window breaks. What's that over there? There is a sneaky little AMX 1375 over there as well, but the team have reacted well. LTTB came down. He's now pushing up, trying to dislodge that AMX 1375, and so Goyrad goes back to work, doing what artillery does. He's now safely behind a building. Watch this Yak Tiger. Just watch this. Eyes blind, and bang. There you go. He's got it. One of the things that makes this thing so bloody annoying is it's actually got the shortest range of any of the tier 10 artillery. But that means it's got the highest firing arc, so you can almost park this thing on one side of a building and land shells on a tank on the other side of a building with this thing. It's got such a high ballistic arc. Anyway, it's not looking very good over here, is it? There's all kinds of nasty enemy tanks rushing the base. And who's sitting in the base? Yes, the Conqueror gun carriage. So things are about to get very, very interesting indeed. And very, very amusing. Get a load of this. T-54E1 pushing the base. Nobody's spotting him. Nobody's on the ridge overlooking. Don't forget, there was an AMX 1375 out there as well. Yep, he's still around too. Guys, I mean, I know we're losing, but help. Don't be silly. Nobody helps artillery. You have to help yourself. Yeah, that'll do. How can something so wrong feel so good? And there's the 1375. LTTB's going after him. It's still a reasonably close match at the moment. The scores have flipped around. Goyrad's team were winning, now they're losing. And oh great, they've just lost another two. So, oh, and they've pulled one back, but the northern flank has completely collapsed. They've got one Object 704 up there. The 1375's been killed by the LTTB, but then the LTTB got taken out, and now this M103. And there's an FV215B coming around the corner, and there's another guy over there, and there's just one Object 704 left in the village, and he's about to die. Conrad fires, and almost kills the M103. He's had a lucky game here, but he can't hang around here anymore. With the Object 704 gone, that M103 is going to be pissed. And there's nothing between him and the M103, the 215B, and whatever the heck that other thing was. So this is one of the other things about the Conqueror gun carriage. Believe it or not, for something of this size, it is highly mobile. Look at this thing go. I mean, it's not quite Bert the Avenger, but it's not slow either. It's also got ridiculously annoying armour. The upper frontal plate in this thing can bounce shots with 250mm of penetration. If you are shooting at one of these things, aim for the superstructure. It's only 50mm of armour. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh well. Wait for it. Wait for it. Shotgun! I know it's wrong, okay? I know I shouldn't be laughing. But, I can't help it. Oh man, this thing. It is ridiculous. Of course, you know, before the hate mail starts coming in, this is a 1 in a million game. Any other time you were playing the Conqueror gun carriage in the kind of circumstances that Goyrad has found himself in here, he would have just died. As simple as that. These shots would have missed. He would have died. But I'm always seeing games like this on YouTube. Well, yeah, because these are the good ones. You don't see people put videos up on YouTube of people in artillery like this where they just suck out and die, do you? Because it's not amusing to watch. So the only ones that you see are the ones where he's doing ridiculous shit like this. Oh, he doesn't even need to penetrate this guy to kill him. Come on. Come on. Shotgun. Ah! Look, I know it's wrong. I know, I'm sorry, but it's really, really funny as well. He's hiding behind the building there so he doesn't get killed by the match at 155.58. It's that's the thing with replays like this. And you're going to see similar stuff in the one that I've got after this as well. It's the famous example is the YouTube video of the T95 on Malinovka. I've talked about this before. One of the, certainly the World of Tanks YouTube video that I remember from the furthest back was watching somebody in a T95 on Malinovka, the American Tier 9 tank destroyer, you know, the slowest machine in the game. He finds himself on Malinovka. You're not going to climb the hill in a T95. And he just thought, screw it, and drove right across the middle of the field and didn't stop and just kept firing on the move. Well, the enemy team all saw this big target right in the middle of the field, and they didn't bother leaving the cap circle. They all just started shooting at this T95. And of course it's a T95, and this was way, way, way back before power creep set in, before the introduction of the American tanks, the top tier American tanks like the M103 and the T110E5 with ultra high penetration guns, and so nobody could penetrate his armour. And as they're all shooting at him, they're giving their positions away, and so the rest of the T95's team, it was just like shooting fish in a barrel. So the game was over in about 3 minutes. The entire enemy team never left the cap circle. They just sat there blazing away at the front of this T95, and he's just shrugging off all the damage and getting kills left, right and centre. He ended up doing about 3,000 damage of his own, and something like 5,000 spotting damage. The thing is, games like that, they're 1 in a million, but they inspire you to go out and try to do the same thing yourself, usually to abject failure, but they're the reason why we play these machines. There are certain tanks that just inspire people to greatness because they've seen replays on YouTube of people doing crazy things in ERC AMXs and Panzer II Luxes, where they get in amongst the entire enemy team and they just zip around there and just dodge every shot fired at them, and the rest of their team takes them apart, and it's absolutely hilarious, and it inspires people to go out and try to do it themselves, and of course it usually ends in abject failure. But you keep trying because you know it can be done. And there's another machine like that. Some say his mother was a Hummel and his father was an ERC AMX. All I know is he's the fastest gun in the north, and we call him Bert the Avenger. Ah, Bert the Avenger, the FV304. I often get credited with christening the FV304 Bert the Avenger. I didn't. I did not come up with the name for this thing. That particular honour goes to Circumflexes, the World of Tanks Twitch live streamer. He named his tank Bert the Avenger. He actually had the decals that you can put on the side of the machine, Bert on one side and the Avenger on the other side. Why? Because he thought it was funny, and it was. And I liked it so much I've been calling this thing Bert the Avenger since, and it's kind of stuck. And this is another one of those machines that you've seen people do absolutely crazy things in YouTube videos, and so everybody goes out and buys one, and everybody else suffers. And I am probably responsible for a lot of it, because I've put up a few videos with this little monster, and it really, really is a little monster. So I do apologise to everybody who gets into tier 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 games when there are these things on the enemy team, because it's probably my fault. Why is this thing hated so much? Well, it's the first really unique artillery in World of Tanks. Yeah, don't come here with your French autoloader artillery. No, there's nothing unique about that. It's just, that's not unique, it's just the French showing off. Bert is unique. For a start, he's got incredibly short range. He's certainly got the shortest range of any of the tier 6 artillery. In fact, he's probably got shorter range than any of the tier 5 and some of the tier 4 artillery. But it doesn't matter, because Bert's quick and he's sneaky. He also only fires high explosive ammunition. There are no other ammunition choices for Bert. He doesn't have armor piercing, he doesn't have premium ammunition. Of course, shooting Su-85Bs, you're going to one-shot kill those every time, even with this little thing. 450 average damage on an open-top vehicle, yeah, more than enough. And so, Bert loves shooting at open-top vehicles like the Su-85B, like the Hellcat. Hellcats despise Bert, because he's very accurate and he fires very, very quickly. But there's one class of vehicle that hates Bert more than any other, and that's heavy tanks. Because if Bert hits you, well, if he hits you, and if he doesn't hit you, well, look at how quickly it reloads, and look at the size of the aiming circle. If Bert hits you, he's probably going to blow your tracks off. If you start getting your tracks blown off by an FV304, use a repair kit. Don't just sit there waiting for the tracks to repair themselves, because before they repair themselves, he will hit you again, and again, and again, and again. And it might take him a minute to kill you, but he will kill you, and you will not be a very happy hedgehog. It's like the death of 1,000 cuts. Oh, and this is Ikano Kato, by the way. I should have introduced him at the start. He's also using it seems to be very popular for artillery players, this World of Tanks Assistant mod. I have to admit, this was kind of disappointing. He's farming damage on the TOG rather than killing that KV2. And well, you can kind of understand why he's doing it, because the TOG's got such crap armour that... I mean, Bert does not do a lot of damage in a single hit. It's not usual for him to hit a heavy tank and do 50 damage, 100 damage, 110 damage. Very rarely do you actually get to do the full 450 average damage, unless you're shooting at something like a Hellcat or an Su-85B, or the TOG-2, because the TOG-2's armour is terrible, and it's such an easy target to hit. But kind of disappointing, because he could have easily killed that KV2 by now, and taken his big old gun out of the game and, you know, helped his team out. He does eventually kill him, of course, after the TOG's gone. Bang, there he goes. Anyway, the box tank is going to be a difficult target, but he can hit the Su-100. Well, in theory. Nope, missed. And he's not missing by much, but he's doing no damage. Bert, unlike most of the other British artillery, certainly, you know, the ones that you get after Bert, does not have a big splash radius. You can see he's missing just by less than a metre each time, and it's just not doing any damage. But, oh, hello. Here comes a Jackson. Shots out, hit, didn't penetrate the armour, didn't kill him. It's not looking too clever, is it? Oh, there he is. His gun's pointing right this way. Jackson missed, and he doesn't. And this is where things start to get interesting. As I said at the beginning, artillery replays are usually pretty boring to watch unless things start going horribly, horribly wrong. There's a Dickermax coming around there. He's a one-shot kill for the Jackson. What's the Jackson going to do? Yeah, don't worry about the Dickermax. The Dickermax is not the one that's going to kill you. Not when Bert's in play. And, uh-oh, everybody who went up to the corner of fail has died. That's why we call it the corner of fail. Back up, Bert. They're going to be coming. You'd better get ready. Well, the Jackson kill was amusing, but trust me, there's far better than that coming. Do you remember the box tank? What's he doing? Stop looking at the Ju-87. It's not that interesting, seriously. Oh, yeah. I'm laughing here because I know what's going to happen. Oh, this is good. Here comes the VK. VK's taking a hit from the Dickermax. Dickermax is backing off. Oh my god, it's a box tank. VK hasn't seen it. He fires, he hits the box tank. The VK misses. Artillery now know he's there. He takes a hit from the VK. Come on, Bert, you can do it. Artillery misses. Shotguns the VK. Artillery misses again. Oh my god, box tank, look out. Box tank misses. Artillery misses. Oh, he's hit the box tank again. This guy doesn't know which way to point. What are you going to do, box tank? Box tanks are so stupid. Oh, there goes the artillery, and the box tank is down. How the hell is he still alive? Artillery haven't finished trying to kill him, by the way. Okay. They know he's behind that rock. Come on, Bert, I know you want to catch your breath and, and count your blessings, but there, look, they know you're behind the rock. Get the hell out of there. Take the hint. Move. Yes, I can't believe you're still alive either. Oh, I love this machine. Sooner or later, he's going to take the hint. There it is. Yeah, fine. Right, let's get out of here. Let's go artillery hunting. Did you see that first shot against the box tank? as the VK came around, the box tank popped up down the bottom end of the road, like 250 metres away. He's reversing at full speed, fires shotgun on the move and hits him. I mean, and this is what I mean when I say, people watch videos like this and they think, this machine is amazing, I must go out and get one. And then they try to do the same thing and they just die horribly. These are 1 in a million games. And he's not done yet, by the way. Just you wait, there is more to come. He is, of course, now scouting in artillery. Oh, there's the tank destroyer. Shotgun or kill him the boring way? No, you're going to kill him the boring way. Well, we can't all be superstars all the time. And bang, there you go. And if he spotted you, artillery, well, there it is, yeah. Nice try, Artie, but not today. Still, doesn't pay to take chances. Back up around the rock. Wait till you drop off their radar. There goes one of them. He's making a run for it. What are you going to do now, Bert? You're going to wait for some backup? Of course not. That's boring. Backups for losers. You're Bert the Avenger. Get in there and kill them. Just watch out for the wreck of the Cromwell, Bertie. Arctic welcomes careful drivers. 2 artillery to go. Where are the little buggers? Go on, Bert, my son. Get in there. Let's have a spot of fratricide. Who's he going to run into first? And of course he doesn't have 6th sense, so he doesn't know whether or not he's already been spotted. But that's Bert the Avenger for you. It's a life of adventure and romance in, well, it's not really a tank, is it? Oh, it's the SU. Is he going to shotgun? Oh, we'll call it a technical shotgun. He gets it on point. Now it's time for a spot of artillery jousting. The M44 fires, misses by a country mile. Bert's reloading. Bert's reloading. Oh, that was close. And now it's all going to come down to whoever can reload the fastest. And in a duel between Bert the Avenger and an M44, well, the M44 reloads quickly. But he doesn't reload as quickly as Bertie. Oh no. So before we take an in-depth look at how Bert did in this game, we're just, by way of comparison, we're going to have a look at the rest of the artillery. First though, just have to give an honourable mention for the M3 Lee, who didn't fire his gun, drove around a bit and then went AFK. Well played, that man. Anyway, let's have a look at the Persifals of that German thing. Fired 11 shots, scored 2 hits and did 133 damage. Not overpowered. How about the Bishop? Fired 4 shots, scored 2 hits and did 163 damage. Also probably not overpowered. How about the SU-5 on the enemy team? Fired 13 shots, 3 hits, 131 damage. Yeah, probably not overpowered either. And that just leaves the M44. And he fired 14 shots, scored 2 hits and did 216 damage. I think I'm beginning to see a pattern emerge here. How did Bert do? 26 shots, 12 hits, 2,766 damage. He fired 16 shots less than every other artillery on both teams combined and did 2,124 more damage than all of the rest of the artillery in that game added together. Is Bert a little overpowered? Yeah, you be the judge. I refuse to commit myself. I think he's great. Please don't nerf him anymore. Anyway, I know some feathers will have been ruffled by today's video because it's artillery, but you've got to admit that these were entertaining games to watch. As always, folks, take care, and I'll catch you next time.